1 Samuel 24. The corner of the robe. King Saul took 3,000 of his best soldiers to hunt down David in the rocky hills. Saul stopped to rest inside a dark, quiet cave, but he didn't know that David and his men were hiding in the very back of that same cave. David's men whispered, "This is your chance. God put your enemy right in your hands." David crept up quietly, but instead of hurting Saul, he only cut off a corner of Saul's robe. Even then, David felt bad because he knew Saul was still the king God had chosen. When Saul left the cave, David walked out and shouted, "My king!" He showed Saul the piece of cloth and said, "I could have hurt you, but I chose to be kind." Saul actually cried and said, "You are more righteous than I for a little while." There was peace, but David knew he still had to be careful. The next chapter. 1 Samuel 25. Abigail, the wise peacemaker. While David was living in the wild, he and his men protected the sheep of a very wealthy man named Nabal. When it was time for the sheep shearing festival, David sent a polite message asking Nabal for a little food as a thank you. But Nabal was mean and grumpy. He insulted David and said, "Who is this David guy? I'm not giving him anything." David was so angry he put on his sword and headed toward Nabal's house with 400 men. But Nabal's wife Abigail heard what happened. She was as smart as